Alright, hi there, Latin pundits. I hope it's not sound as latrine, which is the word people used to use in India, which I later on found was the official word for going to potty. But Latin. So exactly when I thought I'd seen all the greatest stupidities ever, the very next moment, South Americans showed me that stupidity has literally no limits. In the 7th minute of the match between footballing giants Brazil and Argentina, Brazilian health officials, or whatever the fuck they were, they stormed onto the pitch to stop the play and try to jail and deport 4 Argentinian players. So the most bizarre thing about this whole situation is how on earth did these 4 players from England even show up in Brazil when the rules are completely crystal about the 14-day quarantine for anyone coming from the UK. Now, apparently these 4 punks, fudged the forms at the airport saying we're not coming from the UK, and no one knew that these players were playing for Aston Villa and Tottenham. Like, these are very small clubs. Who cares? I mean, Harry Kane plays for these people. Who cares? Jack Grealish was playing for Aston Villa for £100 million. He got transferred. Very small amount. Only the biggest in England ever. Just a couple of days ago, they were playing. And it's like, I just feel like a situation is like a similar to me going to the airport and filling a form and saying like, I'm white. I'm 6 feet 5 inches tall, and I'm better basketballer than Lebron James, and I'm the real father of Angelina Jolie's colorful kids, all of them. And no one even bats an eyelid, and it's like, sounds good, mate, sounds good. All right, Lal, please enlighten me about your thoughts on this absolute Banana Republic moment, which just makes me proud to be Indian right now.
This is just insane. I mean, when I first read it, I couldn't really believe it. And I mean, see, football and this club versus country international break is complicated in itself. Add to that a layer of COVID. Add to that governments coming in and medical experts coming in. So it's just gone to another level. I think it was a farce. I think 2 things. If like the UK government said that if you travel to any of these red list countries, you need to quarantine when you come back. So the club said, hey, by the way, some South American countries are red list and we will not allow you to go. And so some clubs were able to enforce. So not all Brazilian or all Argentinian players went, right? Only 4. These 4 stupid players, I don't know how. Did they sneak out of the club? Did they say to the club, fuck you, like I'm not going to listen to you. I want to play for my country. I don't know how that happened, firstly. If 9 other players, like if the clubs were able to hold them, why these 2 clubs were not able to, restrain their players? That's number 1. Number 2, even for some matter, like the player said, no, we have to play, blah, 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 they went. Now, if the Brazilian rules are clear that, you need a quarantine, you don't get a footballing visa or something like that, exemption from COVID, then the players and the FA, Argentinian FA should have researched that, hey, by the way, even if you come, you won't be able to make it, so don't come. So there are fault at it's gone on at so many levels. Even assuming that the players have landed in Brazil, why did the Brazilian authorities, first of all, believe what they had written in the visa or whatever application form at the airport? Secondly, why couldn't they stop it on Saturday, one day before the match? They knew which hotel the Argentinian team was. They could have gone there, said, hey, by the way, sorry, these guys have breached our country's rules. Please deport them or whatever they wanted to do with them, put them in jail. Why would they have to how did it reach the situation where they had to storm onto the pitch, stop a match which was already the ball has been kicked off? Oh my God. I don't think, this is the most bizarre footballing thing that probably I've ever seen in my life. And oh my God, now I think I've seen everything.
You know what? This just reminded me, we just think like the South Americans or us Indians, we just don't do stupid things. It just reminded me, it was not even the most stupid thing. It was just probably visual point of view. It's weird because this specific thing hasn't happened. But this few months ago or last year or sometime, particularly in the middle of the COVID, this guy, legendary Ronaldinho, walks into Paraguay on a fake passport thinking nobody will ever recognize him. Like what the fuck is going on? Ronaldinho. Next thing, Lionel Messi goes in and says no. I am Donald Trump. What the fuck, man? You're like Virat Kohli going around like Mandira Bedi's passport. I was like, what is happening? No, you can't be that stupid. So it was just hilarious. By the way, I'm a cop, but I'm Brazilian cop, so we don't have guns. We just have knives. They open like this.
Machete.
It doesn't open it. It's like it needs oiling. It's like it needs a bit more oiling. So I think I really enjoyed. I wish I was watching that match live. I wasn't watching that match. If I had watched that match live when it happened, I would have just fallen down off my chairs. Because like the whole bizzaro situation, they're like, and after that they locked themselves in their dressing room. They're like, fuck off. Just fuck off. like
and
literally.
now on top of that, the Brazilian FA wants to ban the English players for 5 days. Some archaic rule that if you don't release the players for internationals, we will ban them for playing for the club. Thankfully, common sense has prevailed, and I just read somewhere that now Brazilian FA is not going to enforce that rule. But I mean, it's just stupidity after stupidity. I think common sense.
That's what they're talking about today. Also, that the both teams are playing this like rule is like if you end up playing the players, even you don't follow the rules what they've told you, then you have to forfeit. But then the people are saying that both teams are playing it, but both of the team actually end up playing the players. Who's gonna forfeit? Like which one? Where the points go?
Yeah,
like
there's no end to it.
That. But I really loved it. I loved it. Obviously, which we're going to talk about the next podcast. What happened yesterday in Indian game, which was called off like just an hour before it was about to start, the 5th fucking test match. So I think eventually, once like a lot of time has passed, we would probably do a whole decade of nonsense. And I'm pretty sure this 5th test debacle and this fucking Brazilian nonsense, then Ronaldinho walking into Paraguay on a fake passport, hoping that nobody will recognize him, who the fuck this guy is, and things like they will just make a list of like Brazil or like South American bullshit and Indian bullshit and just see like who comes on the top. So, but yeah, there's no point talking more about that unless you really want to add something more. I think you've already said what you wanted to say, right?
Yep.
So yeah, let's hope there's more drama because we love drama. There's more drama, more for us to talk about. So until next time, you can watch our next podcast, which is going to be on cricket, which did not happen, but we still happen. So keep watching. I'm Brazilian cop with the not so sharp, it's oiling, and this guy is Latino Pandit. I don't know what that means. He's probably Pandit.
I was just doing samba before this, so I'm getting into the groove.
Just loving it. All right, take care. Today Ronaldo is coming in, and within an hour he'll be on the field. Either he'll start or he'll come from the bench. Whatever it is, we are loving it. Loving it. Take care. Thanks for watching and like and subscribe. See you next time. Bye bye.